It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuse.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Clippers.
Throughout the first half, even into the third quarter, they had the game totally under control. But man, they just fell apart, collapsed in the fourth quarter. They should not have lost this game.
You know, I really think that they thought the game was over. And oftentimes, as soon as you start to look ahead, you lose that momentum, and then you can't recover. And that seemed to be the case in that one.
Hornets trail by 10. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper-echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And Williams, here we go. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
The Lakers making a switch here. Black's checked in. Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. A nice shot by Lynn.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But, you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He had a great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
It's stolen by Brown. Fires from deep. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Hornets trail by 8. Now the pass to Zeller. Back to Walker. It's Freak, top of the key. Clock at 6. No good off the front iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Williams, that's a two-pointer, and he gets it to go from the corner. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And the shot is good.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Clarkson dishes to Randall. The shot will not go. And Charlotte will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And the Lakers making a change here. Brown's checked in. Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
Yeah, it certainly paid off. I mean, free throws and foul trouble for your opponents. Come on now. That's a winning recipe all day long.
The Hornets have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0-2 so far. First one falls for him. And both free throws good from Freak. Now Clarkson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Brown wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Zeller. No luck. And so the first quarter. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping you? Platoon swap here for the Lakers. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Freak comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. On the court for the Hornets, Cardona in at power forward. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Batum in at the 3. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers, boy, was he tremendous. He had 20 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Brown is checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Good. Batum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
For Los Angeles, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Clarkson kicks to Black. Passes it to Clarkson. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another basket for the Lakers.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
There's the dish to Zeller. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Second is Kemba Walker.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Here's Black, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The Lakers trail. Clarkson kicks to Williams. To the middle, here's Black. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Batum. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Here's Cardona. Charlotte no good that time either.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Lamb passes to Freak. Shoots a fader. That drops. Freak's got 10.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 5. Over in the corner, Williams. No good on the triple. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Lamb kicks to Freak. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 12 points for him.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Again, the Hornets score.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Clarkson kicks to Black. That's good. Black's got 6.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this one.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gets. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Freak comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Lamb. We've got Randall. Williams is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Brown, and it's Black in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hornets.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Cardona. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Inside, it's stolen by Kaminsky. Now here's Freak. He's defended by Randall. Lin dishes to Kaminsky. Walker goes in. Here's Cardona, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Kobe's checked in for Brown. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Zeller's checked in. The feed now to Freak. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Freak's got 18 points.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Bryant with the rebound. Lakers trail by 17. It's Williams with the drive. Black. That one goes. Count.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Take a look at what Black's done. He has 11 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Clarkson passes to Williams. They set the pick. Goes up from the top of the key. Hornets with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pick by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Zeller. The shot misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. That's good. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
What a nice feed by Kobe that time.
Left side Walker. Batum wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 12 points for Nicholas Batum. Kobe dishes to Clarkson. Outside Williams. 1:44 left in the third quarter. A nice shot by Black.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Batum kicks to Walker. Floats one. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Kobe kicks to Black, and that one's good. Black's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Here's Cardona. Black grabs the board. Black's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Bryant in the corner. Black the pass to Bryant. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Freak kicks to Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 14.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Some changes here for the Lakers. Bryant is checked in for Hibbert. And it's Williams in for Nick Young. Freak's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets leading by 8. On the court for the Hornets, Cardona. He's in at center. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there at Tyler Hansbrough. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Lamb at the 2. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Charlotte's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Bass with the screen. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Walker dishes to Freak. Unloads from 13. And that's good for 2. And it's a 12-point Hornets lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible. And stolen by Freak. Jumps up. Oh! That is just nasty. About the athleticism on that finish. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff. Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Clarkson passes to Bass. He feeds it to Bryant. Lakers working the ball around now and finished off by Bass. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Freak. No luck. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. On the wing, Williams. Wide open. Hornets with the rebound. Lamb with the ball. Walker dishes to Freak. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Freak's got 26. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Los Angeles, Williams comes in for Nick Young, and it's Clarkson in for Brandon Bass. The Hornets also with a sub. Freak's checked in for Al Jefferson. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Charlotte. Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the
Men amongst boys tonight.
Well, Al, this was a game where
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Freak. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing his hair video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Oh,
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
he wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Huh, that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Right? Now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, CC, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And
the reason-
speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
I
Okay,
make how
what did
much
I
a
just
manager
say
takes.
about
That's
Team
how much I
A
make.
manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what
You
you
know
say
what?
about
No.
Team
The
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap!
You gonna let
Hey.
her talk to me like
Yo,
that, really?
This
You
can't
can
say
check
that.
her
way too
now.
cold in here, and I
Yo,
ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents
a
in projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, CC? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But the this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
See. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
And how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hang-around, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just gotta make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You gotta do what you gotta do when you need to do it to get ahead. And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
Oh, man. Anthony Davis. One of the most unique talents in the NBA. I see a lot of myself in him. I can't wait to face him and see if I could get the upper hand. I know I'm still a rookie, but it's the ultimate test to see where my game is at right now. And I live for these moments.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. It's Wednesday. Pelicans trail by 7. Gordon with the screen for Holiday. Right side, Gordon. And he gets it to go. Gordon's got his first bucket of the night.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. You look at Freak, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Tyler Hansbrough right ahead of him. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Pelicans trail by 6. Kicks to Davis. Evans outside. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Dishes to Gordon. Trying to find Ajinça. Gets it to him. Hornets with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
And the foul called on Freak. And Holiday has it in the corner. He feeds it to Gordon. Passes it to Ajinça. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Looking at some numbers for Drew Holiday. He's really producing here second half of the season. Putting up about 10 points a night, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Freak missing. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Sacramento.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
And one thing about Jeremy Lin, he sets the pace. A smart guy, good instincts. He simply knows when to slow it down and when to turn it up.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Pass to Jefferson. Down low. Freak dishes to Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. 5 to shoot. Jefferson kicks to Walker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella. You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now the dish to Lin. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Pelicans trail by 6. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Alvin Gentry. He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy.
Patience. Patience.
In this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective. Slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot. But sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte.
and just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
The feed to Freak. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And the basket by Gordon.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Cardona, and Davis sends it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the paint, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Cole the pass to Ajinça. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's 10 points for Anthony Davis.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
And you know what? No need to catch it in a situation like that. He's got terrifically soft.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corner.
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who's that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life, I need a strong woman.
tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point.
The Hornets coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is...
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. Well, I got my scholarship, It was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up, not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time, but looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. The question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you, and I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
Oh, the dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot,
Shoot.
swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Swish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.